All right, guys, welcome. Here we are to this new lesson. So, make sure you have paper, pencil, ready to copy down these notes. And we are ready to get started, right? So, first thing, like we always do, is we identify the name of these notes, right? So, the name of these notes are angle bisector, right? These notes are called angle bisector. Okay. Now, note number one here, right? It says line or line segment that divides the angle into two equal parts. What the heck does that mean? Let's take a look. Right. Let us take a look. So what it's saying is there's a line or a line segment, like a piece of a line, that divides an angle into two equal parts. It cuts it in half. Imagine taking an apple, taking an orange, taking a watermelon, and you slice it in half, right? And the two parts are the same. So what they're saying here is this segment right here, this red line that goes down the middle here, okay, is splitting this angle A here into two equal parts. So it was like this, right? This was angle A here, or angle B, A, C, right? Angle B, A, C was this whole thing right here. Right? Again, angle B, A, C is this whole thing right here. See? But what happened is that this segment DA, cut this thing right here, this angle BAC, in half. Look at this. See? It cut it in half. So now this angle and this angle are two separate ones. It cut it into two angles. It made two angles. But when you cut something in half, it makes two equal parts, right? So that's what that's saying. So this angle here, I'll go to highlight. This angle here, DA, cut angle BAD in half. It cut angle BAD in half. It cut angle BAD in half. And it created two angles. Look, it created this angle, right? And it created this angle. It cut it into two, right? So we're going to name those angles. It says there's two angles, right? We're going to name them angle 1 and angle 2, right? So what do we know about angle 1 and angle 2? Well, like we said, it split it in half. When you split something in half, it means that the two parts are the same. So that means that angle 1 is equal to angle 2, right? So let's write that down right over here on the side here. Angle 1 is equal to angle 2, right? So whatever 1 is, 2 is the same. Whatever angle 2 is, angle 1 is the same. So if angle 1 was 30, then angle 2 would be 30, right? If angle 2 was 75, then angle 1 would be 75. They are equal. They are equal. Right? Now, remember that originally this angle BAC was this whole thing right here, right? Like that. But if you notice, 1 and 2 together form this whole thing right here. See? So again, angle BAC, what's this whole thing right here? Now, if you notice, 1 together with 2, it forms that. So angle 1 plus angle 2 is equal to the big angle, right? So we're going to go over here on this side now. Let me pick a different color. Let's do this one. Angle 1 plus angle 2 is equal to the big angle. Big angle. Let me separate those two. It's two words. Big angle. All right? Angle 1 plus angle 2 is equal to the big angle. In this case here, it was angle BAC. Right? So in this case, it's angle BAC. Right? But it might be different letters depending on the question, right? The angles, the triangles aren't always going to have these letters here, right? A, B, C, D. Okay, so that's what we have to remember. So those are the two things that we have to remember. We have to remember that angle 1 is equal to angle 2 because they were cut in half, so they're equal. And that angle 1 plus angle 2 is equal to the big angle, which in this example here was angle BAC. See? BAC. So let's keep those two things in mind, and let's do some examples. Okay? So let us look at number 1 here. So number 1 says angle 1 is 35 degrees. Find angle DFE. Okay, so DFE is the big angle. Look at that. Come on, draw straight. DFE is the big angle, right? This is the big angle. So we know we're going to use this, right? Angle 1 plus angle 2 is equal to the big angle. So let's do that. Angle 1 plus angle 2 is equal to the big angle. Okay? Well, how much is angle 1? Well, angle 1, they tell us, is 35 degrees. So angle 1 is 35 plus how much is angle 2? Well, they don't tell us how much is angle 2, but we know that angle 1 is equal to angle 2. They are the same. Look, these two are the same. So if angle 1 is 35, then angle 2 is also 35. 35 is equal to the big angle, which is angle DFE. Angle DFE. So 35 plus 35, we draw a line of separation, is equal to 70. And this just, on the right side, this just comes down. So we get 70 is equal to, 70 degrees is equal to angle DFE. And look at that. We just found our answer. This said find angle DFE. 70 degrees is equal to angle DFE. Perfect. And by the way, I'm just catching it now. I'm sure you guys caught it before, but I spelled angle wrong. Angle. Big angle. All right. And there you go. That's all you have to do with number 1. You found angle DFE. Okay? Let's look at number 2. Let's look at the second example here. So this second example says, find x. Okay, fair enough. This says if angle 1 is equal to dxf and angle 2 is equal to 3x minus 4. Okay. Well, we know from our original notes that this segment here splits the big angle into 2 equal angles, where angle 1 is equal to angle 2. So we know that this right here, oops, I'm going to highlight. We know that this P right here, PA, split angle BAC into 2 equal parts, right? Where angle 1 was equal to angle 2. And we know that from the notes, angle 1 is equal to angle 2. So let's write that down. Angle 1 is equal to angle 2. Now on this one, I'm not going to use the big angle. See? I'm not going to use this information right here because nowhere does it say find angle BAC, or it gives me the measurement of BAC. So we're not even going to use this right here. We're going to focus on that. Angle 1 is equal to angle 2. So let's substitute. Let's substitute. Angle 1 says here, angle 1 it says is 2x plus 5. So 2x plus 5 equals angle 2, it says, is 3x minus 4. 3x minus 4. Well, all I have to do here, everybody, is do my algebra that everybody knows how to do, right? So I'm going to move this 2x over to this 3x here. When it comes over, it subtracts. So minus 2x. So that means I'm going to bring this minus 4 over this way, and it's going to become a plus 4. So plus 4 here. So 5 plus 4 is 9. 3x minus 2x is 1x. The opposite of multiplying by 1 is dividing by 1. So I get 9 is equal to x. And there we go. Look at that. That is number 2. Number 2 asked us to find x. And kiddos, we have found x. Look at that. We have found x. We did exactly what the problem said. All right? And we're using these 2 notes here, right? Okay? Depending on what we need. Okay. That's 2. Let's do this third one here. As you guys probably know, the third one's a little more complicated than the first 2, right? But we got this. No worries. All right. So first thing we're going to do is we're going to read the problem here. It says measure angle 2 is 5x minus 1. Okay. And angle EGF is equal to 8x plus 14. Find angle EGF. Okay. So here is the angle bisector here, right? So that means that angle 2 is equal to angle 1, right? Because it was cut in half. The big angle was cut in half. Well, let me draw in the big angle too. The big angle was FGE, or in this case, they say EGF. So EGF. Same thing, though. Same thing, right? So in this problem, guys, it talks about the big angle, right? It wants us to find the big angle. So that means that we need to use this formula right here. Angle 1 plus angle 2 is equal to the big angle. So let's do that. Okay, let's go to this dark blue right here. So we're going to say angle 1 plus angle 2 is equal to the big angle. Okay. So let us begin to substitute. How much is angle 1? Well, I don't know what angle 1 is. But everyone, I do know what angle 2 is. And since I know that angle 1 is equal to angle 2, they are the same. Whatever angle 1 is, angle 2 is. So since they are the same, then I'm going to just write this 5x minus 1 2 times. So angle 1 is 5x minus 1 plus angle 2 is 5x minus 1. Look at that. Is equal to the big angle. Angle EGF. Big angle. Well, how much is EGF? Well, look at this. EGF is 8x plus 14. So 8x plus 14. Look at that. So we're going to do our algebra here, right? We're going to combine like terms, 5x and 5x, minus 1 and minus 1. 5x plus 5x is 10x. Negative 1 and a negative 1 is a negative 2, right? So what I'm going to do, everyone, is I'm going to move this 8x over here this way so I can be with the 10x because this one is smaller. So I'm going to move this 8x and make it minus 8x. That means I'm going to move this minus 2 over here to the 14 and make it a plus 2. So make it a plus 2 here. So 10x minus 8x is 2x. And 14 plus 2 is 16. Well, this means 2 times x, right? And the opposite of multiplying by 2 is dividing by 2. So I get x is equal to 8. 16 divided by 2 is 8. Right? And is this the final answer? Come on. You guys already know that it's not. Right? Because it doesn't say, number 3 doesn't say find x. Number 3 said find EGF. Angle EGF. Well, how much is angle EGF? Fortunately, they give it to us right here. 8x plus 14. And as a matter of fact, let's do it over here. So, angle EGF is equal to 8x. But wait a minute. I know what x is. X is 8. So that means that I can substitute this 8 right here and put it in there instead of x. So let's do that. So parentheses 8 plus 14. Okay. Well, let's use our calculator, right? You can use your calculator, of course. 8 times 8 is 64. Draw a line of separation and bring down our 14. No, not 4. 14. And these two are going to give me angle EGF is equal to 78 degrees. And that, kiddos, is our final solution right there. Look at that. That's number 3, right? A few extra steps, but we followed what we needed to follow, right? So on all 3 problems, everybody, I used this information or this information, and sometimes I used both pieces of information, right? But it's important that you follow the notes and you use these notes to help you, okay? And that right there, kiddos, is our angle bisector video lesson. So make sure that you rewind and you take careful notes to make sure that you are on the right track. But these are the type of problems that you're going to see in the assignment. So, all right, thank you for being here. See you next time.